all do we have here? I don't know. I can't remember how I see this. Welcome to chat. Live chat. Hi chat. Who all's here? Sorry. I failed. I can't see who's here. Can somebody send a message just so I can see if it's working? Please. All messages are visible. Sorry. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That helped. Hi, Anthony. All right, perfect. Now I know chat works.
Look, you gotta like.
Thanks. So we'll kind of wait, see if anybody joins, but we can start. I put a post out on Instagram just asking like what your guys' questions were for us, and we can kind of start answering those. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Yeah. You have them. Well, one question we kept having was how do we meet? Mm-hmm. We met on Bumble.
Yeah.
You know, real exciting. It's how most people meet. I actually had, hi. I had somebody ask how you meet somebody during a pandemic, and I was like, dating app? How else do you meet? Greetings. Yosemite.
I don't know what that is.
Yosemite.
I don't
know. Hello. So we met on Bumble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever really talked about our background yet. Sorry, you're looking at me very intently. I got distracted.
It's normal.
Yeah. But yes, we met on Bumble. Michelle lives 5 miles from my house down the street. We've grown up in the same area. She works at a school down the street from my house, mm-hmm. and has for the past however many years. 4. Yeah. Her sister lives down the street and to the left from me in my neighborhood, basically. So yeah, and even growing up, we figured out that maybe I did talk about this some. We didn't go to the same high school. Michelle's a year younger than me. Mm-hmm. We didn't go to the same high school, but we realized we were in some goodbye long distance relationships. Yes. So much nicer to be this close. I lost my train of thought again.
We didn't go to the same high school.
Oh yeah, but we were both in band and realized we were at the same band competitions.
Yep.
Multiple times together.
Yep.
So yeah, crazy is that our lives have just sort of been revolving around each other, kind of forever. So
yeah. Until Bumble. That's what we needed. We needed a dating app to actually
have our paths cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we met. Hello. Okay, that's how we met. What was another question that we had?
Well,
what?
Did you want to talk about beyond Bumble?
Oh, like how we, like our first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah. Hi from Ireland. Hello. Isn't it like 8 o'clock there? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock? Aw, thank you, Rachel. Thanks. It's nice to be happy.
Yeah, I'm glad you're happy.
Are you happy? Sorry, inside joke. Okay, so beyond meeting, met on Bumble. Mm-hmm. I think I asked you out, right?
Yeah, after I turned you off right away.
Well, I turned you off when I asked you out. So the other part of Michelle, which a lot of you know too, is that we have similar histories. Aww. Oh, you read that, Untamed?
Oh, I did read that.
Yeah. I haven't read it. Michelle read it, but I haven't. But that's kind of what I was going to talk about, is that Michelle was married before to a man too, and has a couple kids, which I think a lot of you know, because that was another question we had about our kids and how they're getting along. But yeah, so it's just something else that's really nice to relate to and understand that aspect. Mm-hmm. But anyways, yes. So because of that, I have a point. I had said, well, you know, if anything, like if we met up and like had a date, I was like, you know, maybe we could even just be friends. And she didn't like that. So
yeah, that was not my end game.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I was also intimidated.
I have like a hair somewhere.
Yeah, I was intimidated by Emily at first. So when she
so
said that,
scary.
I was like, she just wants to hang out.
Aww.
So I just had to like take it up a notch.
Is that what it was? You just took it up a notch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just up a notch.
I just didn't know. I mean, for those of you who've been following, it was literally like right after I made that video about people being hot and cold and just up and down. I literally was about to be done, like with the dating apps and everything, because of all the crap that I was dealing with. And so I was just like, trying to be like nonchalant and not really.
Yeah, so I just gave her smoldering instead. Just figured that was a good avenue. Yeah.
Bring on the smolder. Yeah. So yeah, we went just to a local restaurant, and we talked and had fun.
And then we went axe throwing.
I made her go axe throwing with me. Smoldering always works. I mean, it did. I made her go axe throwing, so we went axe throwing. And then this is another question we had: who kissed who first? We did kiss on our first date.
Yep.
You kissed me.
Yeah. I did.
She kissed me. Either way, how did your ex-husbands react to finding out that you were lesbians, or did they find out while you were married? I'll get to that in just a second.
You were going to kiss me.
I was going to kiss you. Either way, a kiss was happening, but I kind of just wanted to see what she would do and if she would make the first move. And she did. So, yeah. She
Smoldering.
kissed me. Smoldering. Yeah. But okay. Sorry, we're getting some questions in here now. So I'll try to kind of answer those. You guys are right here.
Oh, one of them was, who's the better kisser?
Oh, yeah.
It was me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I pulled her own moves on her.
She did. And I was like,
kiss.
What the heck? I was like, that's like what I do. Someone did it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that means that I'm the better kisser, though, because you just beat me to it, but
I did it first.
You rate who's the better kisser when you're kissing each other.
Kiss other people.
We take a poll, start kissing people. Who's the better kisser? Can you kiss each of us and then tell us?
Yeah.
I don't think we should do that.
No, don't do that.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Back to this. Your questions. Ex-husbands. Well, if you all follow my story, my ex-husband knew it was a whole process. And so it wasn't really like a surprise to him. That was one of the factors in the end of our marriage. So, so it wasn't really a surprise or anything. That's just sort of like a natural progression of what happened. And I don't know what you're going to talk about.
A very professional, I guess, relationship.
You and your ex-husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not like friends by any means. So if whatever he knows from creeping. I don't know. I don't talk to him about anything outside of the kids.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that's where we are. Oh, here we go. I can scroll back through, I think.
There's what we do for a living.
Posting y'all in the mountains after COVID, isn't it, concerned? Jonathan lives in the mountains. Where in the mountains?
I think that might be my cousin.
Oh, is it? I was like, wait, where are the mountains? Who's Jonathan?
Yeah, maybe. It's a small
okay.
Picture.
All right. Well, okay. Then we'll go to the mountains with Jonathan.
Perfect. Bring your hiking boots.
Yes. Okay. It's nice to have you here. What do we do for work? We just said Michelle's a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Middle school.
And I'm a pediatric occupational therapist. Work with kids. Mm-hmm. And I do this in my fun time. Cat, stop messing with the... Hey! Stop. Sorry, digging with the carpet.
When I was looking for someone to date, I was more drawn towards people in the same career field, working with kids. It's like you just get each other on a different level.
Sorry, the cat's clawing under the door. But yes, it's nice to have somebody who works with kids to relate to.
Yeah, they're at like the same kind of maturity level too. Middle school and
so mature
3-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant us.
No, we're not. Not at all.
When do you know there was something special here? I like that. And what's it like co-parenting? Okay. Sorry.
Exploding.
What? I'm happy to see you. Oh, that's sweet. Hi. What do you want to talk about first?
What?
How do we know? I'll answer the how did you know there was something special here. It's kind of cute. But I think I like knew there was something special about you like the day I met you. I told you, like I walked in and I did, and I was like, and I walked in and I saw her, and she stood up to give me a hug, and I just like it's like an image that's like imprinted into my mind, and I don't know, I was just like, oh, I was like, she's really cute, and then she gave me a hug, and she gave me like this really good hug, and I was like, oh, she's a good hugger, and I don't know, I just think from there I was like, okay, I was like, I'm intrigued, I'm interested, I was like, this could be something.
Yep.
When did you know there was something special there?
I think it's when all of the moments of my life just turned into song.
Song?
Everything.
When did that happen?
It's life.
Doesn't that always happen?
All the songs came true.
All the songs came true?
Yeah. I don't know. It's always been different. It's been like, I don't know. We always talk about like this pull, this gravitational pull, this electric feeling sort of. Are we okay over there?
Like Pluto?
No, not like Pluto. That it's not a planet because it doesn't have that.
How do the children get along with each other? Okay, we gotta go back to this. Sorry. What?
Anyways, it's always felt different.
From day one?
Yeah.
From the time we met?
Yes.
And we looked at the stars? And you pretended you didn't know we were looking at planets just to keep me outside longer?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to some of these questions. Tips on getting your occupational therapy. Oh, currently in a 2-year program. Ooh, it's a long program. I don't know if I do it now because I think they're thinking of changing it to a doctorate, and it's not worth it for a doctorate, in my opinion. But it just, you gotta go for it if you want to do it. Doing an OTA, that's a fun program too, and you can have lots of options. It's a good field.
Oh, there's a question on co-parenting.
Yeah, I was like gonna go back up to that. Sorry guys, let's go back. I want to make sure I try to get your questions. How did you tell the kiddos when the parents split? How old were they at the time? I can talk about that. Co-parenting, something special. What YouTube influencers do you follow? What's a quick one? I don't really follow many. Just kind of do my own thing. I don't
even follow Emily.
She doesn't even follow me or watch my videos. So
nope. We
just kind of discuss my videos, and yeah, she doesn't really watch them. So y'all are very lucky that she's just even doing this. So
well, I watched like before our first date. I watched the 3 like original ones, but I wanted how I felt and understood Emily to be from my perspective and not from a perspective I took or made of her from social media. So I wanted to be just like pure. And then now she just tells me everything she's doing, and then I try to watch one, and then I just kept, she was sitting in the room with me, and I just kept saying like, man, you look really good in this photo, in this video. I was like,
you're very distracted.
Yeah, I was very distracted. So I didn't
pay attention to the content.
At all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was like, there's no point.
So we just talk. Anyways, all right. Is this Michelle's first late life lesbian relationship?
No.
No. You've had one other one.
Yes. The long one.
Yes. So no, second one. Michelle, so nice to meet you. Cool and beautiful. Wow. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Let me go back. Who holds their wine better? Well, like.
Oh, like drinking? Like who holds?
Like who holds their liquor, or like who literally holds the glass better? We can take it very literal. I think we have a fairly similar drinking tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As far as holding your liquor. Co-parenting. Oh, Michelle, hope you will not break our princess heart. I don't think you will. No.
I already made it grow, so.
Yeah. I think she's. Cat just tried to jump in the window and fell out. Sorry. She totally missed. Sorry. Co-parenting. Sorry. I'm all over the place.
Well, our sons basically are best friends. They always say that they want to be brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very easy.
Well, your son is 6, and mine is 7, and then you have a daughter who's 4, 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and their birthdays birthdays are all fairly close. So because your son will turn 7, my son will turn 8. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're only 11 months apart.
Yeah.
And
then your daughter will turn 5 a couple months later.
Mhm.
So yeah, their birthdays are all within 3 months of each other. 4 months. 4 months. Yeah. So they get along. Your poor little girl. Like she's
hangs
so
out with
sweet
us.
and so girly. Like she's such a girl. And the boys are,
Rough and
boys.
tumble.
And yeah, it's cute. But they all get along. They honestly all get along. It's even a little bit crazy for me because my son is an only child, and he's always he's always kind of liked his alone time too, but he'll want to play with your son, and it's like we'll come home and leave, and then he's like I'll ask him if he was ready to be home and like for some downtime, and he's like, no, I want to go back. When are we going back? Like I could stay there. Can we stay there? Can we have a sleepover? They always want sleepovers. So yeah, it honestly it works well. 3 kids is a lot to manage sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Especially going from 1 to 3. It's a big leap.
Well, I mean, I only added 1.
I know you only added 1, but curmudgeon.
Yeah.
He's like a grumpy old man sometimes, my son. He's kind of an old soul, and then he gets grumpy.
It's cute.
It's cute. But it works well. And actually, our parenting schedules randomly aligned kind of just naturally. Like the weekends that our kids are with their dads are the same weekends. So like every other Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have off and together. So it all kind of like naturally worked out pretty well. And just with how our schedules work, there's like some days where it's just us and my son. There's some days where it's just us and your kids. And then there's days where they're all together. And like every weekend that we have them, they're all together too. So I don't know. It's just nice. It's a good back and forth balance. I think we got lucky with that. And I think probably good for the kids because they get bits of everything.
And they want to hang out with us at this point.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Did I miss questions? Can you?
Probably. I was staring at you.
Sorry. You hit the jackpot with Michelle.
Yeah.
I did. Asking as I have a boyfriend, but I think lesbian. How did you know after years of being married that men weren't what you wanted? How did you feel being partnered with a man for so long before you? I can talk about me, and maybe we're somewhat similar. I don't know, but it was something for me. Like again, if you go back and watch, like I have a playlist of like realizing I was gay, and it was like a whole process to where for me, my ex-husband is the one that actually even noticed it and drew attention to it. And so for me personally, I thought that I was just bi for a long time. Like I was married to him and I was in this relationship and I was good, but I also had this attraction to women. And it was years to finally really come to that conclusion. And at the end of our marriage ended for a few different reasons. That just being sort of one of it, but it was just sort of this realization that I came to that I was always going to have this pull and desire and drive to really want to be with a woman. And the way I describe it now is, and I think in also like my confirmation of knowing that I'm gay is when I was married to a man, I still often had a desire to be with a woman, but like when I'm with a woman, I have no desire to be with a guy. Like it's not like there's something missing. It's not like there's something I'm seeking out that isn't there. So that's at least sort of what happened for me. I have no idea if you want to weigh in on that topic or not. But
Mine's more complex than that.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely agree with your last statement with
like knowing that like when you're with a woman you feel
like I don't think of anything else.
like being with a man, you're not like, oh, like that could be fun. Somebody no.
Yeah.
No.
It just feels different. It's just like a different connection, intensity.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can't take her anywhere.
Sorry. Anything else you want to say about that? Nope. Okay. Do you think it's possible for a lesbian to be happily married to a man? Personally, yes. Like, because even speaking for myself, I feel like I was happily married for a long time. But it goes back to what I just said, is that I think it built up over time, in that, like, realizing something was missing and that I just wasn't completely satisfied, and that by being married to a man, I wasn't ever going to be completely satisfied in that way. I'm not necessarily saying like sexually or anything else like that, but just in general, like there was something missing. Did you just read that comment?
Yes, I did.
I love the way she looks at me too.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Licking?
Yeah.
Looking sounded like I said licking. Sorry.
And that.
It's midnight, Marjorie, but I've always wanted to see you both live. Oh, well, thank you for joining.
Set an alarm.
You're in Poland. Oh, that's so sweet. What do your 3 babies think about you being together? I think my son has called you mom a few times, and your daughter calls me mommy number 3.
Yeah.
There's background to that, but I mean, so I think they're good with it. Sorry, I've gotten distracted, so
I'm very easily distracted.
yeah. Michelle, how about you? How did it go down? How did the kids take it?
Like coming out to them?
Yeah.
They were just so young with my former relationship that I never really had to come out to them. It's what they've known from me.
And I think that's kind of my son too, because even when I got divorced, he was 4, just about turning 5. And so he knows now that, like, I'm a lesbian or I'm gay. Like, we've had that conversation of what that means. But he doesn't really think anything of it. He's kind of a little stink sometimes. Be like, yeah, because you're gay. And, like, he's getting to that point where, like, he thinks he's funny.
Yeah, you say it too, though.
Yeah, I know. So, but he doesn't think, like, anything of it. This was a good question. I like this one. What? Michelle, what's the one thing you love most about Emily? And Emily, same question for you.
Oh gosh, the one thing I love most. There's like so many.
Oh, do we have similar parenting styles?
Oh, I mean, there's so many. I just told you all of them. What, a week ago? Just kept going. Open the floodgates. I think probably like most of all would be. I think it does go back to like the way she looks at me, or the way like she talks to me, and it makes me feel so appreciated and loved and cared for. And
I think, what did you say? You like, the words you said are like, you've never felt so embraced in a relationship. Yeah. What do I love most about you? Hi, Kitty. I think I've kind of said this from day one, like the calmness that I have in our relationship, and like in with you, and like this sense of security. Like I even said before, like I've never missed someone so much yet felt perfectly fine, like being away from them at the same time. So it's like just this calm and this security and this like sense of just knowing that we're good. It's just, yeah, this whole like confidence, and
it's just so easy.
Yeah. I don't know if that's necessarily what I love about you, but like it's just our relation. Like it's just you as the person causes me to feel that way, and like everything about you. So. Yeah. I kind of get lost in the moment, and who made the first move? Well, you kissed me first. Yeah. So I guess you could say you did. What's your favorite embarrassing quirk about about each other?
Oh, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
Wait, embarrassing?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something that you do that's like embarrassing. Oh, she's got like totally like a teenage brain. She's always like, she always brings it to like the naughty zone. Like even in public, I'll be like, in front of your parents.
I didn't say anything.
I feel like you said stuff before, and I'm like, I'm like, I think maybe you said it in front of my friends. It's like your brain just goes down the tubes.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine because it's totally like how I am. I just.
But you work with middle schoolers. You should be used to it.
Yeah, you know, they got to censor it in front of me.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's something that I am like, that's so cute that you do that.
Sass.
She does throw these little temper tantrums sometimes. They're really cute.
Oh yeah, and then she laughs at me.
I do. She's legit mad and like
over something petty.
It is. It's always petty. Like, but it's this temper tantrum.
It's because she pushes my button. She wants to like twist it on me, and then like she knows that I'm like, woman, and then she's like, oh, let me push a little harder.
But then you like pitch a little fit.
Yeah.
It's
little
cute.
fits.
And I do. I have such a hard time not laughing because it's just a little temper tantrum. And I'm like, then I feel bad too because I'm like, I pushed it a little too far. But like,
yeah. It's because I know she's pushing my buttons on purpose. So I'm like, girl, like, what are you trying to get out of this?
Nothing. Oh man. Okay. I thought there was another question that we missed.
You know, I think there's a lot of questions that we missed.
Talked about that. Oh, similar parenting styles. That was one. I feel like we do, for the most part, pretty. I feel like we handle things pretty similarly.
Yeah.
Or like consequences, talking through things, like explaining what the expectations are, and then there's consequences for not following the expectations. Neither of us ever really yell. We'll get frustrated with the kids sometimes when they're pushing our buttons, but yeah, I'd say fairly similar. Have you noticed how they keep licking each other's lips?
That's yeah.
Yep. Do you think it is easier dating another lesbian with kids compared to dating one without kids? Who's more romantic? I was about to say get a room. We're in a room.
Let's get a room?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was saying get a room.
Yeah, we're in a room.
Okay. I think that's it.
Who's more romantic?
Who's more romantic? I feel like we're romantic in different ways.
So love languages, right?
Yeah. Like, you're really sweet with like music and songs, and she like made this whole playlist of songs that like dude, I don't know,
they like meant
us that mean something, that like express feelings through song, and then she'll like randomly grab me and dance with me to them, which is
or I'll just start singing. Like
sweet.
she always knows when I'm in my head. Like she's like, you're singing to yourself, aren't you? And I'm like, I am. And she'll be like, what song is it? And sometimes I'll sing it out loud if I know enough of the lyrics, and sometimes I'll just play it. But then it's like those memories, and I start taking those, and like when we went to like the wedding or like other things, like sometimes we'll just sing in the car or whatever, or our moments, and I'll take those, and I made a playlist, and she didn't know about it, even though she's logged into my Spotify. I guess she just doesn't like really pay attention to it that much.
I don't really listen to music that much.
And yeah,
I got a crick in my back. Sorry. Well, I just showed everybody my 25 chins that I have. 26. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do things to be helpful.
She takes care of me.
Yeah. Like, try to do sweet stuff like that, like to make her day and her life easier, like surprise her with something, like when she's having a long day.
Kind of convenient when you're stone's throw away from my work.
Yeah, I've brought her things at work, like lunch, when she didn't eat breakfast or lunch or anything.
And then I didn't eat the lunch because I had my pills.
I know. New Year's I see true love right there. New Year's resolutions. It's already, wow. You're going that triangular gaze. What's a triangular gaze?
Lips, eyes. That's only two.
My leg. I'm struggling. I don't know what to do with this leg.
Well, you set us up here.
I know.
Or super squishy bed.
Okay, New Year's resolutions. I don't know if we have any New Year's resolutions.
You're really far away from me now.
I'm sorry. We have New Year's plans. We're going out for New Year's.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
We would like. I just like dancing.
Yeah, we're going dancing.
Yeah,
It'll be fun
with all the COVID.
with all the COVID. Yeah,
If you dance fast enough, you don't get it.
that's it. I feel like with where we live, it's just people are like,
We're not going over the river, so it doesn't count.
I know. We live out in the suburbs.
Sorry, Jeff, if you're watching.
Pretty know that he's a buccaneer. This is Jeff. Is this?
Oh, John. What did he say? No, I like the Patriots. Not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Oh, the
It's just
Patriots. Okay. What other questions do we have?
Oh, on there? I think we have like.
Oh, I think I got them.
I don't think you did.
Did I miss any questions?
You
Keep going.
did.
Patriots fan. There you go.
See.
I don't know enough about. I
Basically-
know the Patriots. I know football. I like football.
What are your ex-husbands like? Well, I've already confessed my love to Emily's ex-husband. Well, actually, I confessed it to Emily to tell him.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm still good friends with mine. Like, we hang out, and he's very good at wrapping presents.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was complaining to me about how this year she was struggling with her present wrapping and was like rushing through it more because her time's been a little preoccupied with other things lately. And so I took a picture of his presents and I sent it to her. And she was like, oh my God, I think I'm in love.
Yeah, just for present wrapping.
Yeah. So, no, but like, we're on good terms. And as you just said, you and your ex-husband are professional relationship for dealing with the children. So, my son does like her. Yes. Still married and questioning if I let's go back to that one. Ah, come back. If I should always been into girls. Michelle, when did you realize that you're a lesbian? How did you get out of your marriage?
You get out of?
How did you get out of your marriage? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I have a very similar story to Emily. Like, just growing up and thinking certain things, but just pushing them to the side because of like societal norms and the religious upbringing. And
we had various, like, for those of you who follow my story, like, you know that I had a religious, like, Catholic upbringing, and like you had a pretty similar upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, parents, like, parenting styles, like, just upbringing was very similar. So I think even for you, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but something that you didn't really, kind of how I like didn't really consider it could be an option or like a true feeling. Like, oh, that isn't how I like would actually feel. But
I think it's something because you never know how other people are thinking, so you don't know if that's like their normal mindset of like, oh yeah, girls are pretty, or you know.
And I think I thought that too. Like, does every girl just think this? And this is just like
everyone gets drunk and makes out with their friends.
Yeah, like in college or you know, things like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you think it's just
normal
sort of stuff, and then you know go beyond the normal. I guess it's all normal, but beyond.
I think it's one of those things like, I think I like this a little too much. Like, now I'm starting to think like that, well, because I was like, my best friend has always kind of known this about me too. And like, so her and I would have conversations, and she's straight, and she'd be like, yeah, I don't feel that way. I don't think that. I wouldn't do that, you know? And so I think that almost even for me became a little bit of like maybe I'm a little bit more into this than I realized. So.
Yeah, and I don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah, you can talk about it. I've not been to Ireland. I would like to go. Does your ex know about your relationship with Emily? Your ex-husband?
I mean, if we don't follow each other on any like social medias or anything like that. So if he knows, it's word of mouth.
Yeah. Hi from Texas. What advice do you have for a closeted married bi woman who's looking for friendship with somebody? Friendship or friendship? If it's friendship, honestly, can find a lot of people that talk to you even on Instagram that are like kind of in the same situation. There's people that, there's different pages for people who are like questioning, so it's a good source of like people to talk to. If you're looking for friendship, dating app.
Oh, that friendship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bumble has a friend option.
Yeah, they have a friend option there. There actually are other people out there that who's the blonde? She's a teacher.
Yeah.
There actually are a lot of people out there who are questioning, because actually when I was on the dating apps, I ran across a lot of women that were in relationships with men or married to men that like then said, oh, they're questioning and they have like a hall pass, and for me, I was like, well, like I get it. I've been there. I understand what you're going through, but I was looking for an actual relationship and not just to be somebody's experiment. But there are people out there who are looking for that, and so I don't know, maybe connecting that way.
Yeah, she checked in with me in that regard.
I did. I was one of the first things I said. I was like, "What's your story? Like, what are you looking for?" Because excuse me, my wine's getting me. I had a lot of women that were just like, "Oh, I'm like with a man, and I'm just looking to explore things." I'm like, I don't want that. So it was like an immediate question that I asked to like weed through that.
I passed.
Yeah, she did. Do your parents accept your relationship, and how do you navigate with kids? Michelle, do you identify as a lesbian or bisexual?
Definitely not bisexual.
Yeah, you're a lesbian. She's so gay.
Thanks.
We're both so gay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a stint between like my ex and Emily that I was like, oh, I guess I'll just, try whatever. And then it just, I was like, this is not for me. This is nowhere close to
And then you met
what I had before. I felt like it turned, I don't know how I put it to you. It's like, as soon as a date would happen, I'd be like, oh God, they're going to try to put moves on me. And I would just try to abort. It'd all turn into friendships and professional networking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you met me and you were like, I like this girl.
Yeah. So I invited you over.
You invited me over.
Yeah, to my house.
No, this is the second date.
Oh, well, yeah, you invited me
second
over
date. I didn't invite you to my house.
No, you invited me
I did.
to the bar.
I intentionally did not invite you back to my house.
Yes. See, we got like all those ground rules.
Ground rules?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do your parents accept your relationship? I think both of our parents accept our relationship for the most part because, I mean, we were at each other's Christmases together, so, and it all went fine. That's a thing. You should tell them.
About grandma?
Oh, that's a funny one, too. Yeah. Tell them about grandma.
No.
And your mom.
Oh, about my mom, too.
It's funny. Because we had a question, too, about, I love how you're getting called out.
Okay, which one are we going with? Grandma?
Sure, but we had a question about Michelle's coming out story. I think it's funny.
So, in my former relationship
With your
ex,
ex-husband?
no,
right?
not even with
Oh, just
my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
It wasn't I guess
your grandma said at your wedding shower.
I know, but I thought we were talking about my mom.
Okay, all right.
Oh, well, it just like wasn't the right time, and like I was still going through like my divorce, which lasted forever. And so I never came out to them, like my friends knew and things like that, but like it never was brought up to my parents. And then we broke up, and then I was still like trying to figure out everything I wanted in life and 2020 stupidness. And so then once I met Emily, I was like, okay, time to commit to everything. And I really wanted to tell them face to face, which I missed my mark on that, because they live in Florida like half the year. And so they left. And then I thought my mom was like not too tech savvy and would not like, though Emily Hard shared me
I asked, I have permission. I was like, since you're not totally out to everybody, I was like, is it okay that if I share like pictures and post about us? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. Like,
I was like, yeah, they won't figure. Like, I shared us on like my story, but I didn't have any like posts, and so she like hard shared me, and somehow my mom
from yours because it was the weekend we went away. I took her to a cabin for her birthday, like a little like farmhouse, like escape, and she was sharing stories of like we had a fire and like the place and all that, and
somehow my mom ended up on Emily's profile, and she doesn't even know how she got there. And then she, while discussing all these photos for Christmas, just goes, "Is there something you'd like to tell me about your love life? She's really pretty, by the way."
And basically just like called her out.
And then she also texted my sister at the same time and said pretty much the same thing. And then so I just said everything, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we pretty much thought this was it, but we thought you would be saying it in regards to someone else." And then she took it under her wing to tell my family members, and they all pretty much said the same thing.
You should tell them what your grandma said at your wedding shower.
Okay, so at my wedding shower, my grandma
her ex-husband.
Yeah, so 2011, she said at my wedding shower, everyone's going around saying like the memory about me or whatever, and she says something along the lines of that she's happy she's like there that day, but she didn't think that she'd be there celebrating me getting married to a man.
So your family's always kind of suspected. So it's pretty easy coming out.
I mean, it's, I guess whenever you're little and you're growing up and people are saying, "Little boy, that's the little girl's bathroom." Maybe grandma figures it out.
Yeah.
Must have been my backwards Cardinals hat with my
bowl cut.
Yes, with my bowl cut. And my jorts.
Your jorts.
Yeah, my jorts.
So there we go. That's Michelle's coming out story. I like it. It's cute. Evening from the UK. Middle of a 12-hour shift. Nice to see you, Michelle. Michelle, what was the first thing you found attractive about Emily? They made you blush and giggle.
Who did? Me?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. What was the first thing you found attractive about me? Smile.
Yeah, I really like your smile.
Yeah.
And your eyes.
Eyes and smile. If it doesn't work with Emily, will you ever go back to date men?
No.
No. No. Okay.
Okay. I can't say the other ones.
I saved it. Almost knocked the wine out of my hand.
It was yourself.
It was myself. It was totally myself. I can admit when I'm wrong. No, I would not ever go back to dating men. It's gonna work out with me though. You don't have a choice.
Oh, really?
No, just kidding.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want, Ben.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
Who knows? My coming out story.
Yeah, coming out. Would you go back to date men? No. Oh yeah, first thing you found attractive about me. Eyes and smile. I just here's a crazy thing. I love Michelle's eyes. And they're brown. And I've never liked brown eyes. But I really love her eyes. And your lips. Which is also why I keep looking at them. Just nice and full and kissable. I like them a lot. Are you okay? Okay. All right, great. Should we answer some of the other Instagram questions that we had?
I feel like there's probably like a...
There's not.
There's
I keep checking.
No, but that's good.
Oh.
It's just...
Do you ever plan on moving and getting a house together? Or do you guys have big plans to move in together soon? We talk about it one day. It's not like happening next week or anything.
Nope.
She says my dogs have to die. But all of our dogs are getting along swell downstairs right now.
That's not the reason why they have to not be with us.
What's the reason?
I told you.
I know. They're old.
I don't want...
Anybody want 2 dogs? They're very sweet.
It's for love.
They're very kind. If my best friend, Jen, if you're watching this, sorry, you want to come take them? But, yeah. No, we've talked about, like, eventually at some point we'll move in together.
But you
the
know,
time is
there's
right.
right now
We
it's like the
live
Brady
like
Bunch
5 miles apart
of
from each other.
pets and
But
kids.
literally, if we moved in together right now, we would have 3 dogs, 2 cats, and 3 kids.
The majority of the animals are Emily's, and a fish.
Oh, we can flush the fish. He'd be fine.
Whoops, he died.
We'll go release him in the lake back there. He's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not how that works, though.
Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a plan for one day. Mm-hmm. There was post the dogs to the UK. Done.
We could just open the door. I bet they'd all run in. At least
Yeah.
mine would.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they probably would. No, mine aren't allowed in here.
So they wouldn't come. Millie'd be up here.
Yeah, she would be. There was another question I was thinking we should talk about. It was a good question. Oh, this was one kind of along these lines. Who was the first person to say I love you? It was me.
Mm-hmm.
I did. She asked me to be officially her girlfriend. And you're so smiley.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you love about me. I think that's what it really is.
What?
It's the butt chin, the dimples, the smile.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you smell good.
Oh yeah.
I like the way you smell from day one. She smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was the first person to tell her that I loved her. You asked me to be your girlfriend officially.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just, I don't know, kind of having a moment. And sorry, you have my hair. And you're welcome. And I don't know. I knew very quickly that I loved her. And I just said it. I just wanted to say it.
Yeah. It kind of got to a point where it was hard, like,
Not
to say it. Because it's like, I don't know, you think you have a time frame on love and when you're supposed to or allowed to, whatever, do things. And so it's like you feel all this and you just want to, like, have it burst out of you, but then you think you can't. But then, you know, Emily
I just did it. I was like, screw it.
That's probably the very sweet way I just, you know, asked you to be my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. She wrote in a book she was reading with a black light pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a spy pen.
Kind of like a middle schooler. Will you be my girlfriend? Yes or no?
It's circle yes or no.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said yes.
Yeah. I was trying to think of some smart ass comment to say back, but I had nothing other than just yes.
Yes.
Yes. How are you feeling being here with us, Michelle?
What?
I guess the camera's capturing everything.
I feel like I'm being, like, sucked into your bed.
You might be. I feel like you're getting lower.
I am getting lower.
Okay. What was the best reaction you had from a friend when you told people you had a girlfriend or came out?
I had one of my guy friends.
Oh, my
He said,
Oh, God.
"Well, I noticed that you always kept your fingernails."
Oh, that was
really
a
short."
good one.
And yeah, I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that. That's the correlation there."
I mean, it kind of is. A little bit. A little bit. I don't think anybody was. Oh, this was a good reaction I had. I don't know if I told you this. My friend, one of my friends, when I told her, I was like, well, like, you know, we're getting a divorce. And I was like, and part of that reason is like, I kind of just said, like, I'm gay. And like, I plan to date women. And she asked about my ex-husband. She goes, oh, is he gay too? He's not. Not at all. Not at all. But I just thought that was really funny. That was the best one. Mm-hmm. Questions. Why does it keep doing that? There. That's what I want.
I don't know how this works.
You didn't talk about how you felt about being here.
I don't know. I mean, Emily kind of said it perfect earlier to her friend that, like, I speak all the time in my profession, not just with students, but like on a professional level with staff members. So the difference is just not knowing your audience.
Yeah. It's always a little nerve-wracking to come on here. I have no idea if that comes across or not, but It's a little easier once we get into it, but the very first like few minutes, it's kind of like, haha, okay, we're live. Now what? So it's a little awkward, but it's fun. Think we'll get married?
I don't like
Yeah, I think we will.
her. Oh, wait. Wait, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just
It's a funny story.
yeah, funny story.
This is actually something I'll probably make a video on. Because it is a good story, I think, and something good to talk about. Is after I got divorced, I honestly never thought I would want to get married again. I just felt like when I got married, it was I got married to do it, and I just realized that just because we were married, it didn't really make any difference, and us staying together. It was like when our relationship was over, it was over, and we got divorced, and that was it. And so I was just like, I don't necessarily feel like I need a piece of paper or a government or anything like that to tell me my relationship with a person.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still like, I agree to some degree with that, but
She decided to tell me all these things on our first date.
I'm being very open and direct. I didn't scare you away, so
No, I didn't care.
Yeah. But no, since meeting Michelle, like my mindset on that has changed.
Yeah, so every time she brings it up, I like to tell her, it's just a piece of paper. It's no big deal. It's just, your love isn't dependent on something signed
I mean, it's not
by the state.
It's not. But yeah, I want to marry her one day.
I just, I'm a miracle worker over here, just changing your mindset.
I like get Michelle a kiss for me. Thank you for coming on here. You're really inspiring. Thank you. What is the hardest part of being a lesbian mom, if anything? Hello. Who asked who out first? What was the reaction of the one who asked? I kind of talked about this. We'll go back over it though. Hardest part, I don't think it's really. I haven't found anything hard about being a lesbian mom.
No.
No.
Nope.
I mean, I know it's still early in our relationship, but I feel like it's been easy.
It might be, because they're young.
Yeah, well, that to agree too, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like two women working together to wrangle kids might be, and we both work with kids, so I don't know. I guess I just feel like it hasn't really been difficult or anything.
Yeah, not even like outwardly or like externally or anything like that.
We had a really funny story. We took the kids to the gym. You remember the little girl that asked
yeah.
us? This was what, like a week or two into dating? Or no, maybe it was longer than that. Maybe it was like 3 weeks or so.
Because it was the first time all the kids met each other.
Yeah. I don't remember how long or how far into it was, but actually, that might have happened on the same night. That might have been the night that you asked me to be your girlfriend.
It might have been.
Yeah. But we took the kids to this gym place, and then this little girl randomly, as we were leaving, comes up and she's like, what'd she say? She was like, why do you have two moms? And she was like, is that like both your moms? Or so, like she was asking one of the kids. Yeah. I don't know how she worded it, and I was like,
how can you have two mommies?
Yeah, and she was like, are you guys both their mommies or something? And I was like, it was like she literally put it together that like we were a couple and was trying to ask and figure it out.
She
and
was
then like
little, like 4?
Yeah. And her mom was like,
I'm sorry.
And I was like, what do I say? Like, what can I tell your daughter? Like, I don't. And then it was before we had even like made things official.
Yeah.
So how am I even supposed to be like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend or my like? How do you explain this to a 4-year-old being put on the spot? And so
it's our first experience like with that situation too.
Yeah.
Taken off guard.
And that's a hard situation. That one I guess would be maybe the hardest situation as a lesbian mom is other people's kids approaching you and asking questions, because it's also kind of like, I don't know what their parent is okay with me disclosing to them. You know, I was like, because I don't feel like it's my place to openly share that, like with a child. I don't know. You know, like I'm not going to filter myself.
You don't know what they've been exposed
but
to.
I don't know, like, yeah. And so I guess maybe that would be the hardest thing, is not our own children, but other people's children.
Well, because you see in like commercials and stuff, I feel like that's the only thing that kids would be exposed to. They're not going to watch those TV shows. But even that, like, it's so brief
Mm-hmm.
that they might not really put it all together.
Mm-hmm. We've almost been at this for an hour. I told you time kind of is flying by.
Sounds like other things.
Anyways, do you guys have any other like last? Everybody wants us to kiss. Do you guys have any other like last minute questions? Because I do, you know, try to keep these around an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make me dinner.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm doing that.
she's making me dinner tonight.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. Let's see. I think we had. Have you found the one, Emily Michelle? I think you two will get married one day. I'll be flying in for that. Maybe I'll just like broadcast it.
that's another day.
That's
Another
topic.
topic.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Who knows if or whenever we get married, where it'll be. We'll just go away and do it.
Yep.
Swimsuits. Perfect. Any of these other questions we should ask? Is it a long distance?
Wait, hold on.
There we go. I kind of like this question. Dumb question, but do you share clothes? Okay. Well, not really. No.
Well, there's no reason to right now.
No. But you probably share pants. I've stolen some of your. Well, I've stolen some of your.
She wants
shirts.
to steal some of my clothes.
Some of your pants I really like. It's like comfy clothes. I really want
You really want?
to steal your pants. That sounds really funny. Sorry. To steal some of your comfy pants. Yeah. I don't think we could share shirts. Maybe. Maybe wear that shirt.
Oh, kind of like broad shouldered.
Yeah.
And bigger chested.
Yeah. I don't know.
We haven't.
But yeah.
I mean, we could. I could never wear her shoes.
No, I got bigger feet. I got big feet. I think we've answered pretty much all the Instagram questions too. Our pet peeves. I don't know if we like have a lot of pet peeves.
No.
I don't like when you push my buttons. You know, like when I push yours.
I don't push her buttons.
Let's see. Here we go. Glad to see you happy. All right, guys. Looks like we probably answered all the questions.
All of them?
Most of them, I think. Did we not answer them?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you get distracted?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Who is this? You're in a timeout. Sorry, dude. But yeah. That's it. We'll probably wrap it up. And
I'll make you dinner.
yeah. Are you gonna do this with me again sometime?
I don't know. Am I supposed to?
Maybe.
Wait, please.
You do. But anyways, okay, guys. Thank you for joining us and for your questions. And thanks for doing this with me.
Just for you users.
Just yeah, okay. I'm gonna go have her make me dinner now.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys so much. I do always appreciate your love and support. And thanks for joining us. This was fun. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. Stop staring at me. Tell them bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye, guys.